Hey, what's up, everybody? Zach here, one of the co-founders of MagicBlog, and I wanted to show you guys a little comparison between OpenAI, ChatGPT 4.0, and MagicBlog, and the difference between creating an article in both of those. So we'll go ahead and dive into what it looks like to create a article using OpenAI. So it's going to be a multi-step process. Both options are really great. You're going to be able to get a really good article out of both of them, but one of them just takes a lot more manual work. So we'll dive into it here. First, you're going to start off with a prompt that's going to be very similar to this. If you're looking for specific prompts, we got some really good resources on that as well. You can check out our Twitter and everything along those lines. But for starters, you're going to want to start with getting your list of keywords based on your topic. So on this topic, we're doing A-frame tiny homes. Bust out a list like this. Even though I asked it to not repeat too many of the words, it's actually doing a lot of repeat. A lot of repeat words here. It's, keep saying tiny homes, A-frame over and over and over again. Obviously, it's targeting A-frames, but it's going to keep saying it over and over and over, which isn't the best way to do your keywords. But that's kind of just how it is there. And then jump over here, and then I asked it to generate an outline for the entire article. So I wanted to start with the outline there. But one of the part of doing this, it didn't quite obey me exactly. And you can see it says 6 subheadings and whatnot. And so it actually created a bunch of headings and then a bunch of subheadings underneath it as well. So here's like kind of the H2 and then create a bunch of H3s under each one. And that's just going to make a way too long of an article. You don't want to do that. So I actually ended up revising the prompt just a little bit there and asked it to do only 6 of the H2 sections. So instead of doing, the subheadings in this as well, which even though that's a great way to do it, ChatGPT just kind of misinterpreted that there. So then it gave me a pretty concise, good list. It still gave me this little, brief description on under each topic, which I didn't necessarily need, but that's all right. From there, you kind of go forward and you want to break down and write each section individually. You don't want to just try to make it compile the entire article. Otherwise, you're going to have a really big struggle of getting it to sound really good and modified really well. So that's what I did there. I took this first introduction to A-frame tiny homes, popped it into, you can see the prompt right here, and I popped in there and actually here as well, put in a few different parameters there and had it spit out this right here, which is, it's a pretty good, section right there. And I rinse and repeat for each one of these headers right here. So each one of these sections, H2 sections, I rinse and repeat, do this exact same prompt and swap out the A-frame tiny homes. Once you get that done, you can actually modify the prompts a little bit if you have any specifics. Inside of MagicBlog, we actually have a massive list of a bunch of different prompts that are used intermittently. And so you don't always get the exact same prompt on each section. And we actually use AI to choose the best prompt for the specific relevancy of the topic and relevancy of the specific header section there. So you're more than welcome to change this. Don't get too crazy with it. Otherwise, you're going to start sounding like nothing's working out really well. Once you've got the body of the article, you want to ask it to write you an overview. So you can stick that overview underneath the header section there. And actually, when I first did it as well, it just went ahead and wrote pretty much almost an entire article with a bunch of different overviews on each one of these things. Again, it misinterpreted my prompt here, so I had to modify the prompt, which all takes time, all of these different steps and everything. So I had to modify the prompt. And I specifically told it to not write a full article, only write 1 to 2 paragraphs with 80 words each there. So it did a pretty good job of creating that there. And then once I got that done, then I asked it to, again, almost the exact same prompt, but instead of asking it to do an overview, I asked it to write a little conclusion there, which is a great way to add a little conclusion at the end of your entire article. So once I did that, I took and copy pasted each of the sections there. So this was the overview right here. And this is obviously the title. And then I just copy pasted each one of these inside of actually a Google Docs online. And so once I was doing that, I just, copy pasted. It's broken up here just because of the screenshots that I was taking there. But each of these are their own section. And again, I have not modified this at all. And by the time that I finished getting this article done and polished off and completely over here, it took about 30 minutes to get it all dialed in. If you just have your prompts and you're just banging it out, you could get it done a little bit faster than that. But that doesn't include reviewing the entire article, and also doesn't include modifying it, making sure there's no keyword stuffing, all the different things like that. It seems a little bit like there's a lot of repeat inside of here over and over and over again already, just from a quick little brief look at it there. So definitely something to keep in mind. The whole process, if you're going to do a really good article, can take anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes by the time that you reviewed it and everything. Let's dive into MagicBlog. So when you jump into MagicBlog, you click create an article. Once you do that, you just jump into here, and actually all you see is just this and this. For starters, once you input the core keywords, then it'll allow you to generate the secondary keywords here. You can push this little magic wand. Once you push that, it'll just spit out all of the keywords that you're specifically looking for right here. Once you do that, you can also modify that. You can change the keywords however you'd like. Once you feel like your keywords are ready to go, then you can go ahead and click this little magic wand down here, or you can generate your own article structure, but we highly recommend using the magic wand here. Once you've done that, it's going to pop out. It's actually going to ask you how long you want your article, which is a really nice feature. And that way you can choose how long, and it's going to base the number of sections inside of the article based on how long you want your article, because obviously if you're going to do a 1,500 word article, you don't want to have 20 plus H2s. If you're going to do a much longer article, it's a little bit more appropriate, and so on. So once you select that, it'll go ahead and pop out the article outline here. You can make any changes to it as you'd like. You can even change these to H3s or H4s or whatever you'd want to do. You can add more sections. You can delete right here, whatever you'd like to do. So it's pretty quick and intuitive there. Then once you've done that, you click generate post. And once you've generated a post, that's really where the magic happens. You can actually watch it right live time. And then once the article's completely been generated, it pops it into our composer here. This composer is very powerful. You can edit it inside of here. You can change anything that you want. You have all these different options up here. It'll keep a really good log of your database of documents there as well. Once you finalize and actually have it posted, you can click the posted button there. You actually see how many words are in it right here, right now. I did click the 500 to 1,500 words, so it's right on the money there as far as the amount of length that I was looking for. Once it's done, it's going to look similar like this. So this is the 1,200 word article right here that's optimized for SEO and keywords and not keyword stuffing or anything along those lines. The really cool part is once you've done that, you can actually use what we call the magic command bar, which you select anywhere here, and there's a little magic wand that'll pop up off to the side, and you'll be able to ask it to do anything. So you can, let's say go down here and you can say, can you please insert a conclusion paragraph, or you can say insert an FAQ section, or you can even highlight words. Once you highlight it, it'll pop up another different type of magic command bar where you can ask it to rephrase it. You can ask it to make it shorter, longer, whatever you'd like. You have a lot of options there. And this way you can actually keep it all compiled inside of one article here. You don't have to copy paste it into Google Docs or anything along those lines. And once you have it finalized, again, you can go back to your documents and you can see all your documents. You can easily and quickly see which ones have been posted and which ones haven't. All right, you guys, well, really appreciate you taking the time to check out the difference between the two articles there. The amount of time that it took doing this MagicBlog thing, it's about 5 clicks until I get the entire article established. And I don't even have to do anything with modifying all the different stuff unless I want to actually modify the keywords or the article outline. Other than that, it's just pretty much clicking a few buttons and it pops this out. And then I can spend my time optimizing the article based on my needs. And that's a much better way that I like to spend my time, rather than just having to modify each individual prompt that I'm actually feeding to ChatGPT. All right, well, I hope that helps answer your questions. There's a lot more features as well within MagicBlog, and we're really focusing on just article creation. That's exclusively what we're working towards. We want to be the best article generator out there. So if you don't mind checking it out, you can go ahead and sign up now. It's a great time to check it out. And if you have any more questions, feel free to reach out. All right, thanks, you guys.